Hello lurkers, and hello all you archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity. I'm having Pathologic 3 adventure. Let's see if this works. It's a new day. Yes, it is. We're in the Stillwater. We don't have to choose the latest save if we don't want to. I'm gonna. We're going to go to day 2, I think. That's the plan. Or at least it was yesterday. Yes, it's still today. I might want to play with some settings. Because I didn't do all the stuff I'd normally reset. Just going to hope it works out fine. Okay, I don't think it's saved.
Converging sequences, no? This is wrong. What?
Afraid not. No cigarettes left in town. Almost nothing left, really. Okay. Cool.
It was quiet in Thanatica.
Let's go upstairs, don't we? Need to find a mechanical clock. Demands nothing. In a presence I can breathe.
It's so quiet around now.
So I'm going to skip through this because I've already had this conversation. A mirrored room in the Stillwater. Many rooms in the Stillwater, some are locked, so I don't have the keys myself, but eager to get in. And has this clock been here long? It's always been here, so I'm used to the joke. They built the Stillwater around it. Is it ticking too loud? Just curious where it came from. You say someone bought it here. I don't think he actually bought it himself, it's quite heavy, but he bought it here at the request. In fact, the first one to ask me about it. People don't notice it each time I see you touching it, because like you can see something I can't. Wait, have you already seen me touching this clock before? Been living here for 5 days? Of course I have. Every single day you stand in front of it and murmur something before you go to bed. If I didn't know that you were such a skeptic at heart, I thought you were performing a ritual. Just trying to figure out what kind of place Stillwater is. Those who live in the Stillwater can get things muddled in their heads. Okay. Disturbs, in which actually disturbs the earth twice.
What's the matter, Dankovsky? Does the truth sting? It does.
You've been going on about the second day. What are you implying exactly? According to our information, there was no plague in town yet. There was nothing to research besides Stillwater and its charming mistress. Plague didn't appear out of the blue. The outbreak struck on the 3rd day, but that means it was already brewing on the 2nd. How can you be so sure of that? In fact, it's a report of your own hand. The latent stage lasts 5 to 8 hours. The brewing town was still clean on the 2nd day. The report is correct about the latent stage, but the town wasn't clean. You cannot possibly know whether the town was clean on the 2nd day or not. You hadn't opened the hospital yet. You understood nothing about the sand plague. Pardon my frankness, But I'm not interested in your hypothesis or speculations. I need hard facts. I did open the hospital on the 3rd day. Why don't you tell me about that then? We'll see if there's any merit to your musings about the genesis of the plague. If you just let me tell me the story how I see fit, we'd settle this matter sooner. He says no to the 2nd day, which the bell tolls. But who does it toll for?
Homo homini hostis est.
Oh no, he's my mirror. You are, I beg your pardon, trying to deceive me time and again. Sure enough, it isn't in my power to forbid you lying, ere humanum est, and humanum, and the one can also, shall I say, be mistaken with no ill intent. But as far as formal logic is concerned, you're constantly feeding me something that can only be described as falsehood. I never lie. What we have here, day 3, the crucial one, the day the town elites were to appoint a health inspector general. Person to lead the fight against the epidemic. You absent. My office in this town was that of a chance visitor. Can you comprehend that, or are you willing to admit my invitation was orchestrated? Do you admit this whole thing with Summit came was nothing but an excuse? They wanted to shut down your lab and you shirked your responsibilities, scuttling away to the back of beyond and abandoning your brainchild for your junior colleagues to deal with? The captain was first to desert the sinking ship. I suspect Simon Kane never existed. You're right about that, but I didn't know that at the time. What does it matter if he existed or not? He was one man. You had thousands dying around you. A single person can become the foundation of a breakthrough that saves millions. You think upholding your Hippocratic oath is optional? No. So I opened a hospital and started saving people, even though they repaid me in hatred. According to my information, there was no hospital building in town. Here, take a look. You're right, there was no dedicated building for a hospital. That's why I opened it in a rather unexpected location. The theatre. I wasn't the only one who found Ruben's hideout on this day. The attackers tracked him down and killed him. Ruben was hiding in the warehouses. He was planning something. He was afraid of something. If I don't know, amalgam death will be final. It's crucial to always have some. Day 3 in which the bell tolls. Okay. That's what I wanted. I want to go back. We need to get to Ruben quickly. And there's a town hall gathering. I must recall whether I opened the hospital, otherwise I'm of little use. Second outbreak. Today the town learned of the plague. Recalling day 2 would be valuable for understanding the genesis of the epidemic. Okay, but we're on day 3. Town hall. Is time taking away? Reuben. Switchman, we hopes died on the Vine, new capital for us. Now the governor's orders us to shut off the tracks. Quarantine, they say. Came on duty today. No one was there. You'd think the station had died out. Can it really be the plague? Must be all of them big people are gathered at the town hall. Doctor, is that you? Back from the meeting already? You're the doctor. They better close it. The disease is extremely contagious. Can't let it spread to other towns. See, I don't know either. I thought you were the one Sabrov turned to. Just hurry to the town hall then. They'd be lost without you. They're talking about the plague. Everyone's who's important. Governor Sabrov, both Olgimski's senior and junior. Junior's in charge of the anti-plague measures. The Kanes, our third rulers, always with the ace up their sleeve. Heard they called for you too, since you're the doctor from the capital. And as the doctor from the capital, these responsibilities should be mine. Dealing with issues like these without a doctor is suicide.
Last night I saw a violet star. I'd never seen one before.
When I wake up, I try to remember what day it is for as long as possible. I try not to even. Morning is a fluid time. Whatever happened outside hasn't reached you yet, which means it has no more power over you than a dream. It's like I didn't sleep at all. I plunged into emptiness, opened my eyes in a new day. That's it. I don't feel rested. Not everyone knows how to sleep. The oinorectists talked about this. There was this woman, Emma. That's not what I want to talk about. In the morning, certain things become clear that fade away by evening. This morning, I realized something about you, while you swing between gloom and fever. I call it apathy and mania. You love words borrowed from dead languages. Tell me, have you ever always been like this, swinging from one extreme to the other? Perhaps. But your town seems to amplify my tendency. Simon once said a person's greatest battle is with their circumstances, not with hunger, thirst, or exhaustion. Your fight is with yourself, until you are your own apex, your own abyss. You'll never know who you are. Hunger and thirst are serious opponents too. How many thousands of people lose to them every day? A lot, but you'll never be among them. Food, drink, and shelter will always be there for you. So you don't need to think about such trifles. No, it's not one of the meters anymore. Thank you. But no one can get inside and change you. Well, they can, and eventually it will happen, but only you can keep track of your own peace of mind and the seesaw in your head. How do you know what I call it? It's a pretty obvious image. A strange girl. Malcolm. Mirrors and coffins are all too alike. One ill-timed glance and they'll trap you inside. Don't I know it? What's wrong with looking in a mirror and seeing yourself in it? What's the point of mirrors? Imagine that you are the mirror. The man stands before you. You hold in yourself his double. So where once one stood, there is now one and one again. Well, I'm mirror framed, and hold that man within my depths, never to release him, forever hidden behind silvered glass. Mirrors is just glass and silver amalgam. They don't think. Amalgam, yes, that is the word. Signor. Strange belief. But still you must believe. The flow of time inside our town is not at all like what you know. It's fluid, it seeps, it leaks, and in it you must swim. I have this odd feeling that I know what happened in the future, as if the future was instead of will be. And if time flows, then you may bottle it, like blood or dew or tears. You keep it for a rainless day and spend it when you must. Stuck up on time on idle meetings. Spend it all when a report comes in. The work piles up. I wouldn't say no to that. It were possible, of course. If you had such a cachet of liquid time, you could move across days to find yourself at the right time in the right place, much like you did just now, Signor. And then I could correct my mistakes, of course. Indeed, if you could handle it, Signor. I don't know how you pronounce that word. So I'm just going to say Signor, which is what need have you to put your mind in the chains? You do not believe that dead men can only be brought to life anew? We do believe in them. We don't understand how death works, but we do understand how time works. Sounds too good to be true. I smell a catch. Just think of Simon's parting gift, just like that watch Nika gave you. It's in time, its meaning will be clear, but first you need to learn how to make use of it. Will help me uncover Simon's mystery, then I'm listening. Amalgam is what they call liquid time. So as long as you have some, you need not take a linear view of things. You may rewind time or turn the story on its side. And if perchance you meet your death, instead of life, amalgam will pour out of you. You'll be granted a new chance to try. Wait. I can't die? Signor, you jest. What could I even say to this? We did already discuss coffins. But you must remember this. To die with no amalgam is a final and true death. The same death you struggle to defeat. You must always keep amalgam close at hand, or else you will meet the darkest end. Amalgam is vital to me, just as others depend on bread for me to survive. Indeed. So we have 2 meters at least, then 3, I suppose. One of them is a continuum. Or 2 of them, whatever. You need not go scrounging for your daily bread. You'll have all that you need. Amalgam. You must find your own self. Mirrors are a source of it. This scheme of man's reflection, trapping time within themselves. If a mirror should break, it is liberated time you could take. The world inside the mirror will be in shattered pieces, I see. Amalgam also comes from labours done. Finished tasks inspires, giving you more time. The feeling I felt it in the capital too. My task today is to explain the things that matter most. The rest you'll come to know and understand in time. I ask, Signor, do you believe the things I said? Do you hear the words, Simon's words, with respect? I feel weird in this town. In the present, there must be a phenomenon behind us. Can I break that mirror? What you looking at? My face that interesting? Every time I see one of them, I wonder what they are. Did you lose your way, or do you have business in the Stillwater? Can't rid of this little dog. Follows me like a dog. I stopped to catch my breath by your house, and it's eyeing you now. You know the look. I mean, you know harm, Moga-fan. Want only to look. Look at what? The Stillwater used to be an observatory. There's no telescope, there's no stars to look at. I want to take a look at you, Amite. Haven't seen a creature like you for a while. Your gait and your rags. Look at the rags. My gait? What are you talking about? Walk like a Durangular shka. Bold like cocky, but slow. Odd creature. I love creatures. I love studying them. Blue dogs are simple herders. But Bordeaux granted me a mind. Toy Ohan. I love studying creatures. May I study you, Amte? Let me tell you. Want to follow the doctor from the capital? Follow him like a dog now? Do not follow like a dog. I'll stay put. He comes to his house often. The house knows you. But for Mogakun, house is new. I will study him and how the house treats him. I haven't seen anything like this before. We get future visitors. What do you mean how exactly? No Tarazam Zagoi Badai. I'll stand in the corner and observe. Odd creature you are. So much Taraban in nude. I shall be useful too, mind. Very helpful. Okay, Taihatal. You offering some kind of arrangement? See strange on your rag, tiny drops. Yun Gisheb. Is it ox bile? You must need it. Have it on you. Say if you need more, I can get more. You could use it. Look at the size of his eyes, of course they're clean. Yes, I could use some more. Needed for the prototype. We need belladonna and novocaine too. Use drops and numb water. I know, I can get those for you. Mocha, cool. Bring as much as you need. Let me study you, observe you. I'll trade bile or whatever you say. Kane Kilisi. Trade? Thought you'd give me the ingredients in exchange for getting to observe me. This is not our way. Things of use are valuable. Even Mother Bodo grants herbs in exchange for bright dances and balls for drovers' labours. Letting me study you costs nothing. I would ask for much for bile, but there should be a trade. Not sure I'll need it. I'm happy to support a fellow researcher. It's a deal. Hey, what about me? We're used to having you around, and now you want to run away with the doctor from the capital? Yeah, I thought we were friends. We are friends, but I befriend creatures to study them. I will tell you, I studied you, and you are no strange creature to me. A strange creature no longer. Farewell. Meet you in Stillwater, researcher. Just don't bother either. I'll throw you out. Observer effect. Medical assistant. I'm allowed Adon to observe. He'll promise to be useful. Maybe we will share his monograph on the behaviour of thanatologists in crisis situations afterwards. What a show! Local oddity. A step Adon was amazed by my appearance and dreams studying me. Per day. Yeah, okay. But we also have Ruben. I think I should go to Ruben first. Both require walking to dark places. That is a dangerous. Yeah, it's interesting. It's even marked it on the map. Why do you insist on snooping around here? Didn't I make it clear that you'd be devoured? Oh, that hasn't happened yet. I'm a doctor. Studying the disease is my mission. I cannot do that by hiding from it. Well, that's certainly noble of you, but in that case, you need to learn the anatomy of the infected district. There's usually an epicenter. You see on the ground here. Terra mater, terra devoratrix. The focal point somewhere in the district, a plague rupture, and there is often dark crimson flowers blooming above it. A flower that thrives on blood, makes the rupture easy to spot. But if I were you, I'd stay far away from it as possible. Ah, focal point of infection, you mean? That makes sense. Any infection must have a source. I mean, the rupture in the ground. Didn't they tell you that anger, death, and Shabnaks are all born from the earth? Well, now you know. In other words, Sumari, somewhere in the district there's a hotbed of bacteria-ridden dirt and a distinctive flower next to it. I should collect a sample. You out of your mind? How would you react if someone went after your mother? Know how I would react.
Geez, Homer, I thought someone with 2 wives would be happy.
No, you're thinking of someone with 2 knives.
I gotta tell you, this is pretty terrific.
Alright, I'll play the record. How am I supposed to understand the nature of the infection if I don't study it? She wandered off right now. Maybe you could pull this off. If you find the flower, scrape the dirt beneath it. But next time the Shabnak will be close by, mark my words. You'll have to stop her somehow to collect your sample or dodge her. I don't know. Anyway, you'd better off just staying home. The plague emerges from the ground. It's a very important tidbit. There's a focus of infection here. I need to find. The louder the sound, the closer I am.
This town has gone mad.
Oh yeah, I'm in the wrong district. Okay. Just trying to get to that one. Oh fuck. Okay, I'm having a hell of a time finding this thing.
creak like a gunshot.
This is the key to victory over the Shabnak. You must collect the spores from the ground into the prototype. The Shabnak is not going to like this, but I shouldn't turn away for too long or flee. More and I'll be in death's embrace. Need medication, otherwise I won't survive. Got the sample to the Stillwater. There's an alembic with a long beak there, in which I can prepare the charge. No time for the analyzer. Okay. Unfortunately I'm going the wrong fucking direction right now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand like how death works. Oh god, I'm not welcome here. They killed him like an animal, don't you get it? He went out for water, and as soon as he stepped over the threshold, someone slit his throat. I've never seen so much blood in my life. There's still lying there in the puddle, eyes open, staring at the sky. Bloody beasts. People like that need a muzzle and a leash. Why are you standing there? What's up ahead that requires the presence of patrolmen? The district's rioting. They put us in here to keep an order, but it turns out there's nothing left to keep. So we've gone to hell in a handbasket. People have lost their minds, stalking armed through the streets. Scaring off thieves is one thing, but this, they're rioting. Can't you hear the shots, Doctor? Their knives are bared. Take one step into the street and you'll be choking on your own blood. Keep my windpipe unventilated, thank you very much. I was in the choir before the plague. Got a two-shot. If anything happens, I'll give him a scare. Two-shot? I mean the debutante. That little rattler is more likely to make them laugh. Doctor, we need a proper gun here. Ignat, give the doctor our revolver, will you? So you are armed. What are you scared of then? It's a matter of principle, Doctor. Life is like your liver, right? You only get one, no spares. I'd rather drink it to death myself than let a neighbour stick a knife in it. Told them back when they issued me the gun. I'm gonna keep my hands clean. I'm fine with scaring folks, chaining them off, but killing is where I draw the line. I'm gonna keep going if you want. Count us out here. I'll even give you the revolver. Do you have the ammo for it? We do, not very much. It's a rare commodity. Maybe that's for the best. Shooting just makes noise. It only attracts more of the fiends. If some thug comes at you, don't get trigger happy. Try threatening them first. Shoot the barrel in his face. Give him a scare. Shove the barrel in his face, sorry. That'll buy you time to run. Only two things worth preserving in the right: your honour and your neck and your ammo. Thanks for the revolver and the advice. Dangerous out there. I must ready to defend myself with a weapon. RB. It's better to load the gun. The locals don't know if it's loaded. They only see a revolver aimed at them. LT. I'm afraid a shot in the air or death, so their fellow rioters will frighten them eventually. It's important not to let them realise I'm out of ammo. And always run away. Fast enough for my use stimulants. Okay, but I'm gonna fucking die. Okay, yeah, I forgot I have actual health as well. New decree idea. Curfew. Restrict the townspeople's freedom of movement to reduce the spread of the disease.
Boiling, cracking, screeching. Living.
Do I have anything that will actually heal me? Tangled thoughts. I always remember important items, artifacts, small things are forgettable. Consumables are not transferred between days. They're waiting for me in the clock. on the day when I collected them. Fair enough. Need to immediately make a right. Looking for something? I've got it all. Best goods in town. If I've got no money, won't be a problem. We do barter as well. Just empty your pockets and I'll let you know if you've got anything valuable. Any medications or drugs. Don't have a large stock, but we can find anything you need. You know what I'm saying? Just grip the bottle of the barrel, so to speak. I'm a doctor. Well, I'll be damned. Why didn't you say so in the first place? I didn't know we had any doctors left in our town. See, I've got this nasty pimple. Can you take a look? It's itching like a bitch. So pimples aren't my speciality. I have such death. Come see me once you're dead. Show me what you've got. There is no death. The people here have gone savage. It cost me some of my them. I'll try it again. People keep seeing infected districts. Could you be the one spreading the plague? Pin this on me. I'm perfectly fine. You're the one who wanted somewhere you won't leave on your own 2 feet. Do you understand the anatomy of a plague-ridden district? Okay.
Hear this.
Hello, Fruity Spruce. We're doing a spot of flower picking right now. breaking some mirrors.
Honest now.
There it is. Oh, it goes down. Yes. Yeah, it is. Not wrong. Got the sample to the Stillwater. Okay. So, I've changed my mind. I'm going to go back to the town. I'm going to go back to Stillwater this time. This might waste time, but... we've lost a lot less health this time, which is good. Don't know if this is a timed component or not. I mean, everything's a timed component. Yeah, I like the changes from the second game. I like that they just didn't make the same game again. They did that the first time round. Like, it was logical for them to essentially remake the first game and change it up with Daniel. But, like, it's not a million miles away from Final Fantasy 13. It is. It's actually a million miles away from Final Fantasy 13. But insofar as they've realised the decision spaces are like where you're going on the maps and then the routes you're taking through scary places, and so they've cut all that out, and that's kind of clever. Back to the Stillwater. There we go. That's how. Yeah, I'm also liking all the updated graphics.
Too high strung.
I don't have anything in my inventory. Can I put a thing here that says I'm going here? No, I can't. I'm facing it. It's the Cathedral Caretaker. Greetings, Daniel. The Cathedral is open to the public, but there are rules. 3 rules, to be exact. And they're easy to remember. Sing no borrowed song. Fucking... What, you want me to invent all my own songs? Carry no earth? Waste no time. Well, I'm trying not to waste no time. Quiet here, tell me, do they hold services in the cathedral? Or services, the cathedral, services itself, a mass involves singing borrowed songs, and that is forbidden. Those are the rules. You speak of the cathedral as if it's yours and as if it's a living being. Living that wastes time while the cathedral produces it. Is it? I could do with all that. You have to hold the keys. I see the difference. You've got a point there about wasting time. This is perhaps the most... No, what do you mean it produces time? Why don't you come inside? Give the lever a good tug, see for yourself. The cathedral is a large church, a house of prayers, not a time-producing factory. Praying in the cathedral is strictly forbidden. Prayer is essentially a borrowed song. Remember the first rule? No borrowed songs. What happens if I sing a borrowed song? Simple, you'll be swept from the cathedral with this very broom, and you'll no longer be allowed to enter. Alright, but what about the earth? Why is carrying earth into the cathedrals not allowed? The cathedral's an unearthly place, and therefore no earth should penetrate it. See that broom? What do you think I need it for? I sweep all day, clearing out earth and singers of borrowed songs, along with those who waste time. What's with wasting time? How are people wasting it? I suppose you know what time it is. Cathedral produces it. Okay. Get out myself. Yard landmark. The services held at this cathedral. Bunch of nonsense. Okay, well I could do with a bunch of time. Ah, my death got undone. Lovely. I was experiencing something in the cathedral which I cannot rationally explain. Now the taker's ravings don't seem so delusional. Need to question him again. He wasn't upstairs as well, but I'm not supposed to waste time. Any mirrors I can break here? Okay, I don't need to do that yet. No, we don't waste time. I'll only use it for cracks. Got it. Care for some water? Most people are parched after a visit to the cathedral. My throat is dry. You're right about that. Why didn't you tell me what I was walking into? You should warn people. I could have had a heart attack. Spoil everything? Never. The visitor needs to experience it on their own. Those are the rules. You didn't sing any borrowed songs inside. No, I didn't. Not that I had much chance to. You did well. Some people are so terrified they pray and call upon their gods. And that singing borrowed good songs strictly forbidden. Time continues to astonish me. So the screen was getting darker then. I assume that was bad. Don't waste time. This cathedral is Stillwater. What other wonders do these buildings house? Just the caretaker. You should ask the what ticks. They're a band. What instruments do they play? What? They're the team of architects that made the town. Farcad built the cathedral. Stillwater both. Yulia Rich Shiva planned the streets. The leader was Simon Kane. So you knew Simon? Really awkward silence. It's like you don't much want to answer me. Visit to the cathedral has exhausted you. That's to be expected. Don't forget to drink some water. They're all dead. Whichever it is then. Thank you. The cathedral is closed for days. Sing its grief. Glad we could finally open its doors again. Wish. If it was closed, why did it open today? I cannot know that. Perhaps the cathedral saw something in you that decided to let you in. I better go. New decree idea. Stopping time. Halt the town clocks. Huh. Okay. I love that I set out to do that and haven't even touched it yet. Could do with Oh, I know you, the doctor from the capital. Do we know each other? Must be strange for you here. What kind of town is this? No schools or hospitals? It's always baffled me. Now there's an epidemic. We have no hospital. How are you going to treat people without a hospital? It is strange indeed. They built the polyhedron but neglected to build a basic hospital. That's what happens when fools are in power. Are you heading into town hall too? Why would I be? There's a commotion in the town hall since morning. They say all the ruling families are gathered at the town hall. Something's going on. If we only knew what to prepare for. Oh, well, I'll see what's going on in the town hall. Fucking map is lying to me. I can't run because of my apathy.
Vibrant. Everything's so vibrant.
No, that's not where I want to go. Oh, I went into the wrong part. I didn't realise that was a separate section. Fair enough, we needed to heal anyway. Oh, he's got loads. Nice. Watch out, I have nothing to trade. Collected sample from the plague's epicenter. If I get associated right, I can form a charge. Fire at the flower. This should work. Load the prototype. Distill the plague sample. Focus of infection must be eliminated today while the projectile lasts. It's Professor Tillman, head of another lab. He was so very positive that every answer lays in the depths of one's psyche, that when answers weren't there, Tillman would happily plant them. It would have been unforgivably stupid on its own, but even worse was the fact that I called him friend and summoned the commission on me. That he did, the rat. So the plague appeared to you in the form of an enraged woman. That's telling. Could you briefly describe the nature of your relationship with your mother, Dankovsky? I'm not pressing that button again. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Your fantasies about dreams and various intuitive imagery are completely unscientific. Was determined during the investigation that you need a psychiatric evaluation so we can form a psychological profile. I agreed to draw it up, but because it's better if it's someone you know, let's outcry that way. So you're here to officially declare me insane? Not in the slightest. Firstly, it isn't true, and secondly, if it were true, I'm not so sure I'd be allowed to declare you. Such insanity, you see, absolves one of responsibility. I'm not telling you anything about my mother, my father, and certainly not about the topic you're so interested in. You will inevitably do so, but I can work with the story told in hints too. Let's approach this from a different angle. You collect a sample of some dirt from the ground, plague-ridden district, you take it to analyse it. That all seems perfectly logical so far, but then the analysis showed that the soil sample contained unusual cells, which I believe belonged to the sand plague. They were alive, but in a dormant state. This is so different from the original game. The analysis showed this. So it was truly a sample of the plague, a decisive step towards a vaccine. Managed to activate the cells using stimulants and topical irritants. The result was a plague sample, but an unstable and extremely dangerous one. I could not administer such a thing to a patient. It wasn't weakened like a vaccine. It could have killed them outright. But you could still observe the cell's behaviour. I noticed something curious. In the laboratory environment, the plague cells resorted to autophagy. Autophagy? In other words, summary, they began devouring each other. I'd like how in your perception... Okay. I know what autophagy is too. It was... I know those words! It was impossible to use that sample for a vaccine, but an unusual thought occurred to me. If it activated plague cells were devouring themselves, perhaps they could be used to create an antidote. Not for sick people, it would kill them, but for infected districts. But how would that even work? I mixed the activated cells... This is going to take up time, isn't it? I mixed the activated cells with the base for a compound to be dispersed with my prototype. I created caustic aggressive reagent that was only good for a few hours. By applying it to a plague contagion epicenter, I could force it to devour itself and cleanse the district. Like cures like, so to speak. Having loaded my prototype with this cleansing agent, I headed back to the plague district to kill an enraged woman. To disperse the reagent at the infection's epicenter, it reduced the level of infection in the town significantly. Speak of your actions in a manner that sounds scientific, even professional, but there are witnesses who claimed that you began hallucinating a certain female figure in infected districts and saw you attack it. Don't deny it, Daniel. What's good is, like, I think she's in Marble Nest as well, the Mara Shabnak. A local myth describes the plague as a step golem that supposedly pretends to be a woman. I simply adopted the imagery. You know, canonical killers, people in a manic state, have a certain behavioural pattern. They strive to kill bad people, often women, often marginalised, in order to cleanse the city. This is clever. So in the original game, on day 2, the townsfolk start murdering women, often her brides, but not always. So it's weird that you're being blamed for that, because, like, you very much try and stop them in the original game. You're not... So, I'm in the middle of writing a novel, as I have been for, like, a year. I'm like 40,000 words. This is pretty good, I think. I'm not going to explain anything, but what's really fun is, like, putting things in the scene just because logically stuff needs to be there. Oh, the table has a can on it. And then getting to another scene and going, I can use that can for things. Ah, this is cool. This is fun. Like, you get to do... but you have to write so much to be able to do that. It's a fun when you realise that the sword can be used metaphorically. It can be like... You're doing all sorts. So it's really fun to see them, like, revisit, like, the themes and stuff, the motifs that's already there, which is what, like, Pathologic does anyway with the different characters. I dispersed the reagent at the focus of the infection, and the rate of infection decreased. Also noticed on the first day after your arrival, the town was gripped by mass psychosis. Townspeople were killing stepwomen because they thought there was a murderous golem among them. Do you think psychosis could have affected you as well? I object, Your Honour. The prosecutor was manipulating the witness. I just want you to realise, Daniel, why you're sitting here, why I wrote that note about you. You're a danger to yourself and others. You're driven by hallucinatory manias. It's not a sin, but you must acknowledge that you're not of sound mind. Only then can the healing begin. I mentioned yesterday. There's a guy called Robert Sapolsky, who I am a really big fan of, who has a series of lectures, and he talks about all three of these. Lobotomy was the word I was struggling to get yesterday. Trepanning is kind of interesting because we did trepanning before writing. It's the one thing I remember from school. We successfully. I mean, it probably didn't do anything useful, but we found skulls of like pre-writing folk. We've not just holes in their skulls, but healed. They clearly lived a life after the hole was made in their skull, which means they successfully did surgery. I think trepanning is like the first evidence. Surgery, like, I'd have to. I know it's like, I don't know if it's the first surgery, but like, we know that they successfully survived the procedure and lived a life afterwards, and we know they did it before writing exists. Obviously, there's got to be a use for trepanning. No, sorry. What the fuck am I talking about? Trepanning is nowhere near as bad as these two. Especially lobotomies. And since we're being aggressive, we'll go with that one. It's the doctor's duty to fight the plague, isn't that what the inspector keeps telling me? Okay. I hope I didn't use too much time. Oh god, it's like 2. Okay. Why there? We made it here. This seems like, because we'll end up replaying the day. That's the whole point, right? But this seems like it's actually secretly the most important thing. Anti-plague projectile will inevitably expire tomorrow. I must take a shot at her before she devours me. Yeah, we need to get to Ruben. If we get up there, we can talk to her. Yeah, in Pathologic 2, you just end up missing loads of stuff. It's easy to just not get the plot because you're just trying to stay alive, and so being able to replay days that you failed sort of makes sense as well. Okay, we'll make the decision. Which one side?
Misophonia, Dankowski.
I want to check the clock. We need stuff. We have no materials. We can't let the prototype. Well, the prototype's got something in already, doesn't it? She's being whimsical. find Shabnak. Once I find out, I'll prepare. Okay, I can't see what those symbols. A prototype to fire a projectile and hit the plague with it. Reduce the infection. I only have one attempt. Shabnak is unpredictable, and I have only one attempt. Before taking the shot, I should immobilize it with bonfire of the prototype. Okay, but okay. I can't because it's empty. The bonfire's there. Okay, I wish I could reread that tutorial because I didn't retain any of that. Okay, Eva Yan is beyond the board. That grief is already dead. Ooh. I like that we get new characters.
The town dribbles.
No. You just... you don't have to eat in this one. You don't have to drink or anything like that. So, the only things are you die if you lose health, basically. So that's sort of the equivalent. But you die if you go full apathetic or full mania, or if you lose all your health. And of course, you don't die either, because you just restart the day. The only way to die is to run out of amalgam, which you get from smashing mirrors, because you can't time travel without amalgam. And I think if you die, you have to start the game again. Okay, how do I use this? But yeah, I don't think he gets infected. In a traditional sense. See Shabnak this time. I've had this conversation already. That's cool. Look at cow. Well, that was the right page. I just wanted to. Right, we turn to the right. Don't fucking punch me. I don't appreciate it. I will shoot you. You see the gun. You see gun. Everyone's gonna be fine. You think that would make him manic? Okay. Just need to check my mind map. Young men are on the lookout for Ruben's hideout. Hostile intentions are written all over their faces. Leave them be and they'll cause trouble. Whoever wants to kill one of the town's last doctors has signed their death warrant. I need to make sure Ruben is no longer in danger. Oh no, fuck! Nope, nope. Breathe in. Get your act together. I've got it. Oh, okay, we need... Oh wow, that's scary. See, who's in there? Get lost. It's me, Dankovsky. How about you open up? It's not very convenient talking to a door. No, don't even bother. I'm busy, and besides, there's smoke and fumes in here. It's impossible to stay. Just don't. I really need to talk. It's a matter of life and death, literally. Dankovsky, I told you no. I won't let you in. Not today. Come back another day. I don't know if it's going on in there. None of your business. Don't pry. I have a revolver. Ruben, you're lucky it's me. Your hideout was actually under siege by bandits. What happened to them? I killed them. Don't you want to say thank you? You're no better than them. Just another Kane lackey, even though you arrived only 2 days ago. Nonsense. Did you not hear me through the door? I killed them. So what? Those who believe in the Kane's ideas slaughter each other at every turn. They sacrifice each other in the name of utopia. This lofty cannibalism makes me sick. An unexpected take on the Kanes. Maybe you'll let me in and tell me more. Dankovsky, I told you, I have a revolver. Come back tomorrow, or better yet, the day after. And I won't have to point it at you. Tomorrow or the day after, you'll have a lot of explaining to do. Okay. It's a day or two flatly refuses to talk. And I could have just let the gentleman get to... I think I've saved his life, though. Okay. We need some mania. And we need to find the nearest exit. And that's not what I wanted to do. I fucking love how slowly he does that. Four. Okay. I have no idea how to throw that thing. We need to get to the town meeting. It's like It's supposed to be there in the morning, but I can go right. Yeah, I can't run right now. Oh. Oi. You hit me, I'll hit you. I do like that it forces you to walk backwards. There we go.
I'd rather not hear at all.
Okay. Empty, yeah.
Damn them. Tired of this noise. Forgot that there's so much of the world.
If I light enough fires... No, that's a different day. That's day 5. That was my place. Okay, I've not seen Shabnak. I don't think I have time to waste. Okay, we need to go through there anyway. So we'll find Yulia. One of these days I'll replay the second game again. Oh fuck, it's not going well here. Does this count? Can I...
I'm afraid I'm not much use now.
Do you have a cigarette by any chance? What's happened here? Was your house searched? Robbed? Life's work has been taken from me. Does that count as robbery? Wow, sorry, that sounded a lot less pretentious in my head. Leave it or not, I understand completely. I'm going through the same thing right now. Are you? Yes, while I'm stuck here back in the capital, they're dismantling my research. And all I can do is watch from a distance. Speak of it so calmly. If I were you, I'd be trudging along the railway track by now. Try to leave. The town is shut tight. Patrol men everywhere. Word is railway tracks have been dismantled. That's all lies. They say that to stop people from trying to leave. Don't fall for it. Brings you here. I've been to the cathedral and was told that you're the one to talk to about it. What I saw there. The cathedral, you know? What exactly... That's exactly what I thought you'd say. Then there's that caretaker. He gives me the creeps. Yes, the caretaker, the man with the fish eyes. Do you know him? Of course, I mean, I know of him, but not where he came from. Nobody knows that. Farcad, I don't remember anything about Farcad, I'm afraid. The cathedral itself created the caretaker, sculpted him out of light and time. It's kind of an interpreter between the cathedral's language and ours. Speak to the caretaker? You were speaking to the cathedral itself. Surely you're not being serious. You should have met Farcad. It was like that. You can never tell if he was joking or not. When he and Simon conceived of the idea, he said he was going to create a space that produced time. And I thought it was some kind of cryptic play on words, and yet, here we are, the time-producing cathedral. Do you really believe it produces it? I like Farcad's work, but I've never shared his, shall we say, mystical inclinations. Consider the caretaker. According to Farcad, he simply appeared at the cathedral one day. We even talked about doing experiments where we tied the caretaker up, dragged him out of the town to see what would happen, separating caretaker from cathedral. And what happened? Nothing. Farcad died and the experiment never progressed past the theory. Then the Canes ruined everything, like they always do. What's the Canes got to do with it? You must be new here. Anything in this town that pushes the limits of decency is done by the Canes or on their orders. If you're talking to a Cane, you're being manipulated, so you're better off not handing them any threads to tug on. In my line of work, threads are known as surgical sutures. We use them to stitch up wounds, useful things, threads. Equipping, but I'm serious. Imagine you were hired to do what you knew would be your life's greatest endeavour, devoted many years to it. Now imagine that your patron comes to you, says you made a hash of things, without explaining what, specifically, is wrong. They show you the door. That's what happened to me 3 days ago. Cruel indeed. You have my sympathies. I relate more than many others would. They gave you no explanation at all. Supposedly they wanted me to, and I quote, rise above myself, which I was supposedly incapable of. Since I was too rational, I'll concede that they rise above themselves all the time. That just so happens when your head's up your ass. Now they're demanding I leave, and I don't want to. This is my town. I'm one of its creators. How ironic. I want to escape from this town and you want to stay. What are you running from, though? What is it about this town you hate so much? That's what I'm running to. They've decided the fate of my research, my life's work, the capital. I'm trapped here. The town's locked down. There's no trains out. And even if I found one, I couldn't drive it myself. Perhaps we could help each other out if one of our problems circles back to the Cane family. I think you're exaggerating their power and influence. No, in fact, I'm understanding it. But they can be outsmarted. I know things they don't. For instance, I know a train driver, the Odong, who goes by the name Boulder. With him, you have the chance of getting out of town. Where do I find him? We already know he doesn't get out of town. And how do I know it's him? He lives in the Odong village. They call him Boulder for a reason. Someone his size is hard to miss. You're clever enough to convince him to help you. And when you can help me, right now, no one wants to dare go against your wishes. Put in a good word for me for the Canes. Convince him not to banish me. Deal. I'm quite the negotiator. Once talked a friend into eating a cricket. Not only did he do it, he paid me for the opportunity. I'm going to pull off something similar with the Canes. I understand your sarcasm, but it's misplaced. I've heard the Canes talking about you. Your arrival was one of Simon's designs. Part of the equation he was working on, but never solved. Or did he? Now they're putting their hopes for his return to you. In you. Here and now, you can do anything. Alright, I'll talk to them, but I can't promise you anything. Iron? Transcendent. The cathedral is not fit for human life. It's envisioned as a device that produced time. Possible feat. I made an imprudent promise to Yulia to plead on her behalf before the Canes. too manic. Too manic. We need... calm down.
As if things are animated. Never alone. Seems everywhere.
Never be alone. Well, how do I throw the thing? Okay, I'm going to check the internet. Down to number 3. We've subdued her for today. The town will be recovering from the plague. She awaits you on other days. She will be stronger. There we go. Fuck. Oh. Ah. Fuck. I'll describe what happened, shall I? I had to press the number 3. The internet says to stun her. You don't need to stun her because I can't stun her right now. But she was right in front of me. I pressed 3, then I pressed the trigger. It went blip. Then it gave me some words on the screen that said the words I just said. So I've successfully subdued her for today. She'll be stronger if I see her another time. Sorry that I'd accidentally not shown the fucking screen while that happened, but never mind. I can't believe I had the fucking screen off. Greetings, do you have an appointment? There was a gathering taking place. Oh, no. Possible gatherings are possible, are forbidden around here. Is this a matter of local politics? Matter of the plague? Naturally, assemblies of any kind is forbidden. Is this a joke? I'm a doctor. Ah, then come in. Go in there on the left. They've been waiting an hour for you already. They've been waiting more than a fucking hour. It's like it's almost 7. Thanks. It's Vlad Olgimski. I wonder, they probably won't because it's a lot of effort to go through, but like if they'll update the second game with all this new graphics. But I think the whole point is, no, it being ever changing is the boss. Owner of the Bull Enterprise. That is the entire complex. I hate that fucking double dash. Just a dash is fine, surely. I know it means something different. It just looks, I hate that line. I think it looks really ugly. Complex facilities for slaughtering bulls and turning them into food and goods. His belly is as vast as his abattoirs. I mean, he doesn't look that big to me, but whatever. And his confidence is his own power. Olgimski managed to bend an entire people to his will, bridling ancient myths into his service. And yeah, he doesn't even look that big. He loved no one but his daughter. We met his daughter already.
Heads or tails? Tails. Always tails.
You look really different. Some of the characters look exactly the same to me, but you look much better. Bachelor, why are you here? This is something of a family matter. Do you have a family, Bachelor? Got one in the capital. I was told there was a meeting in the town hall that I was expected. With all due respect, Bachelor, you're not needed here.
There's a twinge in my chest. Could it be conscience?
Patience has its limits, boss. I insist you pay our guest the proper respect. It's I who invited him into this meeting. Inviting an outsider into the house? Tsk. Are you sure he's as learned as you say? Does he specialize precisely in our shared tribulation? Please don't tell me you've forgotten what happened during the first outbreak. Almost no one survived. True, we don't know for certain if the same sand fever, if it is, but what if it is? Isidore is gone. We need a doctor like we need air. Any doctor, or else. So the esteemed Governor Saparov picks the first one he sees. Please, enough grandstanding. This town doesn't even have a hospital. You're looking to be picky about doctors. Enough. This bickering is unbecoming of men of action. Arguments will lead to catastrophe and nothing else. We don't air our dirty laundry here. If he carries a report on our customs to the capital, then we can say goodbye to the town where we hope to build something new. Yes, they dislike freedom in the capital. I've had a taste of that myself, but out here you're still blissfully ignorant in that respect, I gather. You've forgotten yourself. Don't play the fool with me, Bachelor. We do have some expertise here. We must know we've already taken measures. No thanks to you. The termitary is sealed off. The abattoir is shut down. The vaccine is made. We're distributing it now. We have no need of you. Oh yeah, vaccine of course comes from cows, doesn't it? That's vacca. It's Latin. Of course, the Bachelor should know that. Yes, in the original game, his son is like, it started off in the abattoir. That's hold on a second. What's this vaccine you're talking about? Vlad Olgimski the youngest tested the first vaccine prototype. The results appeared promising. What do you mean he tested the vaccine? Does he have the necessary qualifications? Your son has better understanding of these things than you do, at least, because this place is his home, his domain. The results are self-evidence. Where can I see these results of yours? Forgetting yourself again, esteemed Bachelor. I'm not accountable to you. No, he's not a doctor, but it seems the vaccine has indeed helped several people. Everyone. It helps everyone. We give it to one volunteer, so to speak, and this very night still alive and kicking. Can I have a look at him, this volunteer of yours? Not letting you into the termitary, I told you. You won't need the termitary. Andrei Stomatin claims he's given the medication to his people at the Broken Heart. There's a public house by the factory, and unlike other places, you can certainly drop in. I see. I'll investigate that concoction. What else do I need to know? I need to know you're not welcome here. I'll have to leave your emergency meeting for a time, but then I need to flush someone out. Broken heart. Yeah, so if you're the Harrisbecks, like, you're a lot more welcome with Vlad, but none of the other leaders, I think. Vlad Jr. has tested some step cure for the sandpest in Andre's lab. It's Georgie Kane, the judge. Simon's brother. Rumour has it they're twins. Some people say he's half Simon's age. He always saw earthly justice as a reflection of divine judgment, treated it with the utmost gravity, but at heart he remained the chief theorist of Simon's ideas, architect and creator of society and the world itself. Should have listened to him from the start.
Simon Kane, Georgie Kane, and Victor.
Yes. There are times when man has become irrelevant. Dankovsky is a scientist and a doctor. Simon wishes to know him. That means he cannot be a useless man. We need him at the emergency command.
A soul is like a spring, or a bowstring. The harder you pull, the further your thought reaches when you release.
I don't remember Georgie at all. Simply... I think there might have just been a lot of characters I never met because I just failed. I was really rubbish at the second game. And I just kept going, rather than loading my game. It's not simply that he brandished his accomplishments, begging special treatment on a day of grief. His arrogance is only part of the problem. He is incapable of listening and learning. Simon misjudged him. This man has nothing to offer our vision. He may be an intellectual, but he's spiritually bankrupt. Our vision is not currently under threat. The whole town's existence is on the line. The plague is banging on our doors. And again, Simon... Sir, Dr. Dankovsky, you're here. And we're waiting for you. I heard the last bit of your conversation. I'd like to offer my apologies. I'm sorry if I disappointed or insulted you. Apology not accepted, but my brother is right. You're a doctor from the capital, which means your expertise will be highly sought after, and we, or rather I, will have to cope. I shall simply catch whatever you inevitably let through your fingers. This might sound strange, but I don't even remember what we argued about. Whether you've forgotten it or not, or still lose sleep replaying it in your head, it matters not. You ought to have minded your words then, not now. Georgie, please, calm down. Dr. Dankovsky, despite our differences, we must unite against a common threat. We, the town's rulers, possess the resources, and you acknowledge Isidore Barak defeated the previous outbreak of the Sandpest. He's dead now. We need a doctor. Thank you for the voice of reason, Victor. I'll do what I can, but I'm no epidemiologist. Your doubts are noted, but still, which measures do you consider the most urgent? We need to set up a hospital, of course, study the disease. I don't think we can create a cure this quickly, but we can attempt a vaccine to protect the uninfected. You are a doctor above all else. Think like a doctor. We're in luck. We have enough rulers here, stepping in for each other's toes, stepping on. Healers are what we lack. Made it abundantly clear yesterday that our town and its history are of no interest to you, but know this: 5 years ago, the crude sprawl, the district where the plague was discovered, was simply sealed off. The disease burned out in 3 days. There were rumours of survivors, and that's all they were, rumours. The sand plague is incurable. Our town, let's say that it is relatively young. We don't have equipment or resources, not on the scale. You'll have to improvise. I wouldn't be the head of Thanatica if I couldn't improvise. Many places have that. Many here place their hopes in you for some reason. You need not waste your breath boasting. Fair enough. I wish you luck, Bachelor. We're all in the same boat here, and rowing in different directions means death. And as far as I know, you're trying to eradicate death. The death of our town might as well be your first step. Thank you, Victor. You too, Georgie. For being frank.
Chain a rock to your ankle if you wish to see the bottom.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I'll maybe later. Dankovsky, it's you again. How can I help you? I've been to the Trammel, spoke with Yulia Lyuvicheva. She said you wanted to expel her from town. Expulsion is too strong a word. We simply no longer require her way of thinking. She is free from any obligations from us, thus she has no reason to stay in town. I know the reason. No. Your eloquence itself today. What more do you want to hear? I can elaborate. No, you may not ask me such questions. Is that better? But what if she doesn't want to leave? What if she wants to stay? I understand it feels very bitter when desires clash with reality, but reality is a stubborn matter. Reality is a stubborn matter, but it doesn't have a place for impossible objects. Yulia was building those for you, and this is how you repair. You seem to forget where you are and who you're talking to, Dankovsky. I made it my decision, and no one will make me change it. Is that clear? Taking out your frustration on a woman, it's petty and unbecoming, don't you think? Regardless of her offence, that woman of yours has caused 18 people to get severe mental issues with what she's constructed. And I'm not saying it metaphorically, those are literal medical issues. What does this mean? I'm not telling you anything else, Dankovsky. All I'm saying is you're walking on thin ice, very thin ice. Think carefully before you take the next step. Alright, I'm thinking carefully. What are you going to do? Expel me from the town? Really, Dankovsky, what is this about? As far as I know, you have a lot to do today, and I'm not sure why you're wasting your time on a pointless discussion. There's nothing more important than Lyuvicheva's request. She's no relative of yours. Forget her. Do some actual work instead. I suppose that is what you'll say to me once I stop being useful to you. People like you are no more than pieces on a chessboard. Try. Yulia seems to be here now.
It's so lonely here.
That's you. I wanted to ask you if you managed to speak to the Canes, but I can see from your face that you did. I'm very sorry. I tried to find out what the grievances against you was, but to no avail. Unfortunate. I don't know what I was hoping for. I thought if they appointed you the head of plague response, they'd at least listen to you, but apparently not. That sounds terrible, but I'm almost glad the town's closed off. Gives me time to say goodbye to it. As for you, I wish you luck with your escape. Victor said you pulled some sort of trick, and because of that 18 people lost their minds. What did you mean by that? I don't know, this is the first time I'm hearing it. He was on the edge and seemed to let something slip. When I pressed him, he bristled and refused to say more. I'll be honest, I had a better opinion of him. Victor seemed like the responsible Cain, and only truly sane one among them. Now he's just making up facts about me, a sad sight. If I find out anything, I've got to remember, like, yeah, like that might be true, But like, I've got to try and not annoy people. Be sure to let you know if I find out anything. No forgiveness without repentance. Fatalism. This pub, okay. Just wait for I tried to help. Ian's flatly refused to help. Maybe I didn't try hard enough for me to break it out. Right, we need to go to the pub. We've used a lot of time today.
I could use some quiet.
What is this? But I can't see anything.
Слышь, лепи, стреляй!
What source of light? What did that? Oh.